Hola, me llamo Chloe. Potenciar información valiosa para los estudiantes incómodos y ignorantes que responden publicizó basa en la historia de la economía en general, que disparó las disparando en más no históricos. El marketing de la seguirá hablando hasta el día de hoy. Okay. Oh wait. So how did COVID affect job marketing? It may sound like what is how did COVID affect job marketing? Like there's not really a lot to it. But you're gonna be surprised because it kinda did affect a lot of it. So here we have COVID job marketing. So when it started, you can see right here, March 2020 when it started, you can see that it was really low, 10%. That's when COVID started. That's when all of it started to go down. And then April 2020, this is employment rate. In April 2020, you can see how it kind of grew back. But as you can see throughout the whole year, you can see in April 2021, you can see how it got really low again. So it affected job marketing. So people couldn't, it was losing a lot of labor. People weren't getting enough needs, basic needs for food, housing. People couldn't afford any of that. So that was devastating. So you can see right here, the recession induced by the coronavirus disease in 2019. Pandemic resulted in sleep job losses, pushed the employment rate to a high of 13.0% in the second quarter of 2020, and caused many people to leave the labor forces by the end of 2020. And you can see here when this all started to happen, you can see how the blue line is the difficulty covering usual expenses. So that means people couldn't afford food, basic needs, housing, not enough clothes or anything. So that was unfortunate. And okay, so steps to become, so we want to avoid everything that happened during that. So steps to become a better marketer. Being an expert. So I think this one is the most important one ever, because your customers and clients want to know who you are, and they want to know who they're working with to see who's going to be working to them. And to be inclusive, we have, sometimes it's the best to let someone else do the talking and build your brand. Process by being inclusive, letting others join the conversation. So that'd be just letting people help you, and when they should be talking, and then you should be doing your business. And looking for speaking opportunities. This one's the biggest one because public speaking, you're giving what people want and how they could help and how you could help them. And last importantly, getting to know your clients and people. I think this one is the oldest trick in the book in marketing, because you need to know your people, and I'm pretty sure they want to know you to see who you're working with and how they want to change that. So and you might be thinking, how do you advertise after COVID? Well, advertising, it was a really big, it was a loss when COVID started. So here we have social media was the biggest one, the biggest advertising platform. So here we have YouTube. It was kind of popular, not really, but it was giving people awareness of what they could get. And here's Facebook. It was there, but then these are the biggest ones, and then the smallest ones. So that's social media advertising. And here we have media advertising. This one is more efficient and popular. It's TV advertising, radio advertising. I think it's more efficient, and I think this one's a good one. So you can go on the news and tell everybody what you're doing and how they could help. And hold on. While it may seem like a distant memory, now that COVID-19 pandemic intimately devastated the U.S. economy. I know all this stuff sounds interesting and all, but I do really hope it could go back the way it was, because me personally, I think COVID-19 did change searching jobs, and I think it changed it personally. So I just hope it goes back to normal, and I believe it could do better.